The company was established here in 1978, 79, something in that region. It was established to do forge work, in the sense of doing hot forging. And when we started out first, I trained first of all as a fitter welder, and then I went on to, I had also great interest in how material could be dealt with when it was hot. So we set up a forge here, and it's great to be doing something that you like doing. We're here now nearly 30 years, and it's going very well for us. And we set the company up in such a way, as you can see, we built a new workshop here. It's not the old style workshop that we used to have. And with the new workshop, we tried to bring the craft and the ironwork to the future, that people could afford to buy it. Now, basically what we do is we go out there and we look at your job, we assess the job, and we bring it back in, and then we design the material, design the forge work to suit where you're going. So if you need gates or railings or stairways or anything like that, let it be modern or old, we provide for both kinds, and we are capable of designing the product ourselves. We first of all we go out to a site and we look at the kind of house and what kind of a place we're dealing with. It might be a hotel, it could be any kind of a premises. It could be a modern building, it could be an old building. If it's old, obviously we have to go back and do some work at some of the older stuff, which is great to be at. And then if it's modern, well then we have to think in the modern terms. So then we come home and bring home the ideas from where we are. And as you can see here, we have developed it. We draw it on chalk on the floor in full size, so that we know exactly what we're going to make when we're going to make it, and that it suits the place we're putting it at and suits where it's going to go. We can make items from a small candlestick holder to as big as a large, huge set of gates, you know. No matter what size it is, it doesn't make any difference to us. We can handle any size, or how small or how big it is. One of our recent jobs was a cross which we commissioned to make for this new spire that's going on the church in Kingscourt. The spire is 30 metres high, so we had to develop a cross to fit on top of that spire, and it's 2.4, 2.5 metres high. And obviously it had to be visible from all four sides, so it had to be that no matter what side you looked at it, you seen it was a cross on the spire. It has been forged out of a lump of 60 by 60 solid square, and we heat it and bring it out to 2.4 metres long, and we develop it from there. And then we make all the pieces that fits in, all the pieces that's added on to it. They are all made in the forge and painted out and done hot, and all put together then and riveted and bolted and buckled to create the piece you see. Hot wrought iron to me is the same as mala or plasticine, which you use in the school as a child, because it's easier for me to make shapes and shape it any shape I want, because the material is hot. We have made some small detailed pieces there previous, and you can see them where we made a ram's head there. So it goes to show you how much detail we can go to. We also made leaf work there for a horse chestnut leaf for a piece of railing we were doing. We went out and took the leaf off the tree. We brought in the leaf and we developed it. We let it, then it crumpled up like as if it was the sun got at it, and we made it the shape it is there, so that it looks, give it a bit of life and it looks good when it's made. But it is a horse chestnut leaf that's done out of. The leaf is only one of many, many things we can develop. Monument at Muff Fair down there. Now we have come up with that because it was a fair. We made the big horseshoe, which is 2.5 metres in diameter, and we forged it out, and then we came on and we made the nails, which we made them out of 60mm square again, painted out and put the ends on the nails and all, and we made it in such a way that it was made in, like as if the nails was driven into the shoe, but in actual fact it was driven into the shoe all right to make it sort of a back, but the horseshoe is there for a seat as well. It's one of the oldest fairs in Ireland, and I thought it was fitting for that reason to put that there. When I started first, you know, I never thought I could develop it to the extent it is now. I can now see how it takes sometimes it takes an awful long time to train as a blacksmith, because there's so much detail and so much design to be dealt with. And I think a blacksmith can't do his own design and do all his own drawings for his own design. He hasn't learned the trade properly. I think it takes 30 years to become a blacksmith and be fit to do the design work as well. Recently there we have developed a new logo, And I suppose it came out of the thought that the spear in the middle of it was sort of, there was nothing too big for us or too small for us. We could go and do anything we wanted. But also that it had a taste of the future and a taste of the past, in the sense that in one half it's old style, on the other centre it's very, very modern. So it just goes to show that we can adapt ourselves to either modern or old style. In the past we had up to 10 or 11 men working here, but the way things have gone now, we're sort of slowed back. But I still have my 2 sons and a couple of other fellas working here yet in the business, so it looks good for the future of the business. They are moving on, developing it again and moving on forward with. The 2 lads now will be well able to go from me now when I'm finished.